May I now invite Diego Marano, who is Chief Product Officer at Qdo, to speak about data storytelling in the era of generative AI. Diego will explore the groundbreaking integration of large language models with clustered consumer data, transforming the realm of consumer research. This session highlights how this technology creates dynamic, evidence-informed synthetic personas, marking a significant shift in the way we understand consumer behavior through AI. It will include insights into the development process, challenges encountered, and its profound implication for the fields of marketing and data science. Diego, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. So here we have a remote. Let me see. Yes, it works. Amazing. So again, good afternoon. My name is Diego Marano, and I work as Chief Product Officer at Qdo. Welcome to this session. This afternoon and during this session, we will be talking about data storytelling, we will be talking about AI, but most of all, we will be talking about product management, because there are very exciting new technologies available. We have seen what has happened over the course of the last 12 months since the launch of ChatGPT, but at the end of it, what really matters is the product that we developed, the product idea, and how much value we can deliver to customers, and whether or not we can translate that customer into a business, and we can monetize upon that business. So just a quick summary. We will start with an introduction to Qdo, who we are and what we do. Then we will talk about opportunities. Again, how do we evaluate opportunities? How do we decide where to put our money to develop new products and make money out of it? We will talk about data storytelling. This is actually the main topic of this session. We will talk about, and this actually will set the scene to talk about chat to persona. So our synthetic user personas, how we develop that, and how we are delivering value to our customers through this new product. We will talk about the development process, starting with design, development, and then delivery of the product. And then at the end of it, if there is time, I will answer some questions from you. Otherwise, you can reach out to me via email. You can go to our website, qdo.ai. You can find as many information as possible. So, introducing qdo.ai. What do we do? Qdo is a MarTech customer acquisition SaaS for marketeers and marketing agencies. So our customers, our ideal customer is a marketeer. And a marketeer, what marketeers want is to find new valuable customers. Through Qdo, they can find new valuable customers on social media, like Meta, on Google, on TikTok, and they can run their marketing campaign, and thanks to the audience we create, they can make more money out of this. Because they find new customers, they can sell their products or their services to those customers and make money out of it. How do we do that? So the way we do that, we conduct market research. So we put together surveys, we deploy those surveys on different territories. We can do that in the UK, the US, we can do that in Serbia, everywhere. We collect the data, and what we do, we then conduct from those data, zero-party data. We conduct a segmentation, so we identify valuable audiences, and then what we do, we extract targeting criteria from those audiences that can be exported on Meta, on TikTok, on Google, and then marketeers can run their marketing campaigns using our audiences, and again, have a higher return on investment. So we were talking about opportunities. We were talking about product management and how we evaluate new opportunities. Well, if there is one thing we are definitely not short of in Qdo is new ideas. We have a lot of brain power in Qdo. You know, Qdo is actually led by Dr. Mihailo Popescu. our Chief Research Officer and CEO. We have Uma Akhtar, our Chief Marketing Officer. We have Michael Sigamani over there, our Chief Data Officer. And it's very easy for each session, for each meeting, to turn into a brainstorming session. So we have brilliant ideas all the time. My work as a product manager is to bring structure, to find a way to select the most valuable ideas and turn those ideas into products. So I rely upon a framework. And the first criteria in this framework is, are we delivering value to our customers? And how are we doing that? We start usually from identifying the customers, putting together customer journeys, understanding needs and goals, and then we see whether we can solve their problems or we can make their customer journey better. Technology. We look at the technology landscape to see what new technology is ready for us to build a new service upon. I mean, we have been talking about ChatGPT, but GPT has been around for years, at least since 2017. Now is the time to build something with that. Now is the right timing. The technology is mature enough for us to build a new product on it. Competitive advantage and disadvantage. We have to look at our competitors. What are our competitors doing? Are they investing in a new service, in new technologies? Are we going, to lose ground in comparison to our competitors? Or if we develop a new product, are we going to gain a competitive advantage? Industry trends. I mean, what are the big industry trends? Industry trends go in waves. Are we going to ride? Which wave are we going to ride? It's very important because, again, whatever product we build, we devote effort. And effort is limited. Time, money is limited. So we have to be very careful on where we put our money. But at the center of it, as I said at the beginning, there is always the customer, with always the same journey, always the same needs, the same problem, and the same goals. And the way the solution we find are always directed towards solving those goals, solving those needs, and achieving those goals. So speaking of the journey, our ICP, our Idea Customer Profile, is a marketeer, a person in charge of selling on digital platforms. And in order to understand the marketeer, we need to understand the customer journey of our Idea Customer Profile. And this is a very oversimplified depiction of a customer journey, but in my opinion, is good enough for you to actually understand, to have enough information about the background. As a marketeer, my goal is to sell more. In order to sell more, I need more customers. In order to find customers, I go on, as a marketeer, I go on social media platforms. I rely upon digital advertising networks. But in order to find those audiences, I have to do my homeworks. I have to conduct research, customer profiling, and this takes time. And this is where Qdo kicks into action. As a platform, we provide you, as a marketeer, with valuable audiences, and we give you the opportunity to export those audiences in one click, one single click on Meta, Google, and TikTok. We do that by providing two types of analytics. Descriptive analytics, and by descriptive analytics, you learn your audiences. You get to know your audiences. But then once you acquire that kind of knowledge, you have to understand what to do with that. Because now I understand my customer. But how can I find my customer? In order to do that, we provide prescriptive analytics. So we provide the targeting criteria already available that you, as a customer, you can export, as I said, on different digital platforms. So as you can see in here, the experience, the visual experience is very graphic, right? So we show our insights in the visage of graphs, charts, icons, and so forth. This is the present, and has been so far the past and the present of data visualization and data storytelling. The future is this, conversational. Because with the advent of ChatGPT, we have been witnessing a shift toward conversational UX. These days, customers are expecting to interact with new services, not only digital services, any type of service using conversational UX. This is the beginning of it. We believe that this trend is going to grow and grow and grow. For this reason, we developed chat to persona. And the way actually to describe chat to persona is we have a product vision statement for marketeers and marketing agencies that need to simplify their journey by effectively understanding their audience and optimizing campaigns. Qdo's chat to persona is a service that makes customer profiling faster and meaningful, and more meaningful. So again, here, we as a marketeer, I gain in time. So the way I profile user is much faster and is much more meaningful. And then we will explain the reason why it's much more meaningful. But again, within our product vision statement, how are we different from the others? So unlike other services, it delivers insights through a conversational experience that brings data storytelling to a new level of accessibility and engagement. So basically, what we did with this, we took our segmentations and we used that segmentation to train a chatbot based on ChatGPT. And this way, instead of consuming insights the traditional way, you can speak to those insights as if you were speaking to a real, actual persona. So you are speaking to a synthetic customer. You can ask whatever question you want, of course, as long as the answer is available in our data set. And then you can build your own narrative and you decide whether or not you want to sell your product with that customer. This expedites dramatically the process of understanding your customers. It makes you gain time and it makes you access knowledge and wisdom in a much more engaging way and fashion. But when we talk about developing a new product, the customer, as we said, is always at the center of it. So it's very important to understand what value we are delivering, but it's also very important to strike a balance between the value you are delivering to your customers and the benefit you are creating for your company. Because we are not a no-profit organization, okay? What we do, we run a business because we want to monetize upon that. So it's important to deliver value and to be able to convert that value into a viable business for us. So for the customer is improved audience understanding. So through chat to persona, as a customer, you can create your own interactive discovery path, as we said. So you can gain knowledge in a much more faster and effective way. We have a streamlined journey. So again, before you had actually to consult the different insights and then put together your own narrative, now you have a narrative that is ready for you to be consumed. And this leads to more effective campaigns and therefore more sales, which is again, the ultimate goal of a marketeer. What is on the table for Qdo? Accessibility. Through chat to persona, we believe that more people will be able to access insights. Because you don't have to be a data person to be able to access those insights. You can do that even if you are like a marketing manager without any specific data literature in your CV. This way, we increase our customer base and therefore we increase revenues. Because more customers means, of course, more sales for us. Engagement. Having a conversational experience is more engaging, and more your users, the users on your platform are engaged, the higher is the retention rate and the churn is reduced. And again, you increase revenues. And then competitive advantage. The faster we move in this direction, the more likely we are to gain a competitive advantage or to keep the pace with other innovators moving in this direction. We were talking about how we evaluate new ideas and the framework that we use. We can turn that into a checklist. So if we now run this exercise together and we pose ourselves a set of questions, if we think about persona, chat to persona, are we delivering value? We just saw that we do. Is the technology that we are using mature and powerful enough for us to make sense and then build a service out of that? Definitely yes. Do we gain a competitive advantage? Yes, the technology is so new and so fresh that we are the first to do that, together with other companies. But anyways, we are on the starting line. Are we riding an industry trend? Well, is there anything bigger than generative AI at the moment? I don't think so, to be honest. And effort required. This is very important. Can we develop that in a reasonable time without biting more than what we can chew? Definitely. We started the development of this feature, of this product, 6 months ago. And we are now ready to deliver our MVP. So we managed to do that in 6 months, so it's definitely achievable. Does it target the needs of our ICP, our ideal customer profile? Yes, it does. We saw that the customer is the same, the needs and the goals are the same. We are just making the customer journey, the user journey, much better, much faster, much more engaging, much more rewarding. So if we want to look at that from a development process, what are the key stages in us developing this product from product ideation to delivery? We started with a POC, just with the proof of concept. What we wanted to do is to test different technologies, different solutions available on the market. We put together a testing and validation framework, establishing performance criteria, such as we use precision, we use recall, we set scores. For instance, we adopted a cosine similarity score of 0.85. We combined precision and recall in an F1 score, and we set a 94%, 0.94 score in terms of F1 to assess the performance of our models from a technical perspective. After that, when we made our decision, we put together a prototype. We put together a prototype to be able to understand the look and feel of this new potential product, including the user interface. And after that, we developed the MVP. With the prototype, we use that mainly for internal testing, for alpha testing, while the MVP is what we will be using for customer validation. So, again, speaking of testing, to test our new product, we put together Qdo Labs. Qdo Labs is a sandbox container that is made of 2 environments. It's a staging environment and is a production environment. The staging environment is for alpha testing. The production environment is for beta testing. The reason why we wanted to do that, first of all, we wanted to test this product in isolation, because we wanted to be able to to maximize the feedback loop. So we put our customers in front of only one product. And on the other hand, we didn't want to contaminate our existing product, our existing platform with a new product that hasn't been validated yet. We don't know whether it's good. We think it's good, but before doing that and before integrating that in our existing product, we want to test that in isolation. As we said, we conducted a lot of internal testing. We established performance metrics, a testing and validation framework, but at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. So the only way for us to test whether this product, our product, works is to show that to customers and to get customers to use our product and to be able to collect feedback. And in order to do that, we built a feedback loop. So in our chatbot, our customers can leave comments, can leave likes and dislikes. We have a 5-star rating, but also we have an admin panel. And in the admin panel, we collect all the conversation that happens between the chatbot and our customers, and we use that to tune, first of all, to evaluate the interaction between the chatbot and our customers, but also to tune and to improve the solution. The next step for us is to deploy the MVP on our marketing website. At the moment, on Chat to Persona, you can interact with different audiences, and within each audience, you can interact with different personas. But our first step was to be able to actually deploy that on our marketing website, to get in touch with customers, and we are making available this solution for free. Our customers on the marketing website can interact with that without even the need to actually sign up to our website. They have a limited number of tokens available. When they reach the maximum amount of tokens, they then have to sign up, create an account. They get onto Qdo Labs, and on that, they can actually access the full version of the MVP. We will be running this beta testing for 2-3 months. And at the end of it, we will collect as many information. And at the end of it, we will decide, first of all, whether this is a product that is worth keeping developing, what we believe. And if so, what is the right direction, the right next steps to take in order to make this product a success and make this product a service that is valuable for our customers, but is also beneficial for our company and for our business goals. Thank you very much.
So now let's see. Do we have any questions? Yeah, we have a question there.
Hi. Thanks for the presentation. You said you only use zero-party data.
Yeah.
Is that enough to get a good picture of my potential audience?
Well, I mean, if you think about the fact that we conduct very, extensive surveys with that usually our surveys are, at the moment, they are industry focused. So, for instance, we started with financial services in the UK, and for each service we ask between 60 and 70 questions, and then we group those questions in categories like psychographics, demographics, media affinities, lifestyle, and so forth. What we could see empirically is then, when we create our segments and then we extract targeting criteria and we export those targeting criteria, on Facebook, Google, and so forth, it works. Actually, sometimes, we had to put a cap on the number of targeting criteria to be exported because otherwise the audience is too small. So, I mean, as far as we are concerned, it's more than enough. And actually, the fact that we don't collect PII is something that is part of our ethos in a way that we want to collect data without being able to track back to the person who actually, from where those data are coming from. So that's actually one of the plus in the service that we are providing.
So the surveys you design for collecting data are not tailor-made for specific customers. They are
we have two types of services. Actually, on the one hand, we conduct industry-focused surveys, but then we have special projects. So if a big brand, a customer comes to us asking for a bespoke study, we can do that. We can definitely do that. But that's, of course, has got a different type of price.
But you're doing also a general thing, yes?
Yes. At the moment, for instance, on our platform, we have financial services USA, we have financial services UK, but also we released recently a Zeitgeist study covering food and beverage, leisure, travel and leisure, and so forth.
Thank you.
Okay, any more?
Gentleman over there?
Yeah.
Hello, as I understood you, you are creating some form of a Kudo chatbot that will communicate with your potential customer that is a marketeer.
Yeah.
But I didn't get how that chatbot can change existing dashboards. Because, you know, somehow the picture always speaks more than 1,000 words. So that is a part that I do not understand well.
Can change some? Well,
How can that chatbot change dashboards that already exist and that are currently helping marketeers to base their decisions upon it?
I don't think it's meant to replace, dashboards and charts altogether. I think that, this step is for you to have, a natural interaction with data in a way that when you, as a marketeer, you have a question, right? And you want that question answered. And when you build that question in your mind, you don't do that with a chart in your mind. You do that using natural language, right? That is the path of least resistance. So what we think and what we believe that is this way we are democratizing the access to insight to people who are not technical people. That doesn't prevent from then providing charts, dashboards, or whatever type of visual representation. Actually, the next step for us is to be able to integrate that, with the chatbot experience. But at the moment, what we wanted to test is whether or not this conversational UX is interesting enough, is valuable, for our customers. And we started with an MVP, and an MVP by definition is a minimum viable product. So we wanted to test that, and then if we see traction, well, we have a ton of ideas to pursue, and definitely integrating that with traditional data visualization is on top of the list.
Okay, thank you very much.
Can see if there are any more questions. The lights are working against me, so I cannot see any hands. Okay, if that is it, Diego, I have to thank you.
Thank you very much.
And give you a certificate for presenting on data science conference. And thank you from all of us.
Thank you. Cheers. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.